Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Tim Waslik, the boys basketball coach at Clarkston High School. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing, Casey?
Doing well. So team is set. It was just to recap the first few days of tryouts, how that went, and trying to get the next the 2023-24 season going.
Yeah, so we had 2 days of tryouts. Uh, had about 19 or 20 guys trying out, and ended up keeping 14 guys, four sophomores, six juniors, four seniors. So pretty good mix of kids. We were able to evaluate those kids over the off season as well, quite a bit in the fall and the summer, and last spring. So it made it nice to just have 2 days of tryouts and get a chance to see the kids play for a couple days and compete and make our decision. And had our first official practice yesterday, so it was good. We got scrimmage this Saturday, and excited to get going.
Yeah. Okay. So now that your team just recap what happened last before we get into this year, just recap what happened last year for people that might not remember.
Yeah, so last year we ended up being 16-10 overall. We ended up playing pretty good basketball, especially towards the end of the year. We went advanced to the regional finals. Lost a close game to Rochester Adams, and I was happy how we progressed throughout the year. We were playing our best basketball at the right time. So it was our third district in a row that we had won. We just got to get over that regional hump. I think we were in the regional finals the last 2 years. Very competitive games. Detroit Catholic Central 2 years ago, and then Adams last year. Just had to make plays down the stretch and didn't get it done.
Yeah. All right. Well, time to talk about the guys that are gonna be on your team. Let's see who's gonna be out there for you guys this year.
Yeah. So we've got Cole Charter. He's a point guard for us, sophomore point guard. Excited for him to step into our starting role this year. Handles the ball well, passes on the ball effectively. Has really improved his jump shot. He has really good basketball IQ. So excited for Cole to step into that role as a sophomore. John Call is back as a starting guard. He's our 6'2" junior shooting guard for us. Looking for big things for him out of this year as far as shooting and scoring, and then a much improved defender. Peyton Fitzsimmons is another one that comes to mind. A sharpshooter, senior, 6'1". Didn't get a whole lot of minutes last year, but definitely, if one of the best, if not the best shooter in our program. So looking forward to him having a great year. He had a great summer, a good off season. Matt Flieger's another kid who started for us last year, 6'2" senior. He is the glue to our team, defensive guy. Played a lot for us last year. The leader, he'll be one of our captains this year. So really excited for Matt and have a good year. And Quinn Rosenberg's another kid that could round out the starting lineup. She's 6'5" junior, can play inside and out. He's been up with us for a couple of years as well. Talented, energy guy, great length, good player. So a couple other guys I want to mention here that are going to get a lot of minutes at this point. Hayden Flavin and Ryan Gifford, both sophomores. Hayden's a 6'7" sophomore, and Ryan is a 6'3" sophomore. They both play the 4 and 5 position. Strong kids, football kids as well. So they both had good off seasons playing in AAU, and looking forward to them getting on the floor.
Yeah,
as well.
Okay, so we all know, with the obviously with the conference and all that stuff, the OAA is obviously going to be insane. Just remind everybody what division in the OAA you are in.
We're in the OAA Red. So last year there were 5 teams in the OAA Red. We've added 2 more teams this year for 7 teams. So we've got Ferndale, North Farmington, Rochester Adams, Oak Park, us, West Bloomfield, and Birmingham Groves. So a pretty competitive conference.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm pretty sure. What do you think the league's going to really look like on your side of the division this year?
Right. So, on paper, I know every team's going to be pretty darn good, but I know on paper, North Farmington has, a couple of kids that just signed Division One. I think with Cleveland State and Niagara. So, they're pretty talented. Their drafting style, puts you in positions where you're not used to playing. So definitely be pretty good. You got Ferndale, who's won the state title last year. Although they lost some key players, still had some really good young kids, in their program. Adams has their two best scorers, two top scorers and shooters back. They're going to be extremely competitive, and they're coming off a regional title. And I know Oak Park is well coached, and they have good players inside and out. And I don't really know a whole lot about West Bloomfield and Groves because we have not. They haven't been in our league in a couple of years. We've seen them non-conference here and there, but don't know those guys like we know the other teams.
Yeah. Okay. So the non-conference schedule I know is pretty stacked up for you, but before I get to that, to get to the rest of the non-conference, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be kind of like a crossover game because the KLAA and OAA are gonna do a little bit of a crossover where all the OAA teams will head to the KLAA side of things, and as you guys make the way all the way to make the way to Brighton before Christmas break. So what's that going to be like?
Yeah, it should be cool. We have not played many KLAA schools. So typically we went north of Flint or we went south of Detroit or played teams in our county. So it'll be good. It'll be different. So we haven't played Brighton. I can't remember the last time we have. But go over to Brighton. Don't know a whole lot about them. I know, they're a big enrollment school like us. But I'm excited about going over there and playing. I know all three levels will go out there, and hopefully our OA will represent and do a nice job in this challenge. So there's quite a few games going on. So should be an exciting 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the rest of the non-conference schedule you have going.
Yeah. So non-conference wise, we do cross over with some other OA schools in the white. I know Troy is a school we play, and Troy Athens, Rochester. The OAs went to 3 divisions this year. We've been 4 for a long time, but we went to 3. So I don't know for sure which ones are in the white or the blue, anymore. But it'll be competitive teams. I know we have Waslik Western. We have I don't have my schedule on me right now, but I know our non-conference schedule is always pretty good. So we're excited for it. I know last year, I think non-conference, we were like 13-2, and we had some really competitive games. So excited to, get out there and play some other schools that we don't typically see all the time.
Yeah. So just, what are these now that you have your team set, what are these next few weeks going to look like for you guys?
Right. So we have 3 scrimmages set up, 1 here at home or 2 here at home, and then 1 on the road. So Detroit Catholic Central, Brother Rice, Davison, Chippewa Valley. So that'll help prepare us to get ready for our first game on Tuesday, November 28th. We play Sterling Heights Stevenson. They come to our place. So just trying to put stuff in each day. We've done a lot. We did a lot over the summer. We do have a good mix of returners and new players. So, just putting new stuff in each day, getting ready for different situations. Yesterday we were working on some press breaker stuff. Today we're going to work on some zone stuff, first 2-3 and 1-2-2. Putting in a few plays. Just big thing is trying to get the kids to communicate better, to work extremely hard, to play good man-to-man defense, to keep things as simple as possible. So when they're going into their first game, they're just playing and not thinking too much.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for the time. As always, we will talk to you later on in the year.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Casey. Appreciate it.